Well, today's Tuesday, January 4th, 2022. Tonight and every Tuesday for the next 7 or 8 more weeks at 10 p.m. to midnight, I will be on Clubhouse with a group of truthers, Tupacologists, where we will be narrating the 1989 chapter of the White Book by Machiavelli and discussing the subject matter. I don't think the link is available until the Clubhouse session goes live, so if you want to be notified, follow Asher Underwood on Instagram. I'll put links in the description from last week's session. We've been meeting for the last 17 or 18 weeks, and there's a total of 25 weeks. So if you're interested in Tupac, Nas, Jay-Z, AZ, Dame Dash, Notorious B.I.G., check in tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Time to midnight. You'll probably hear some of the best discussions you could hear online. And yes, this does eat into my goals for 2022 to get to bed on time. Obviously, if this starts at 10 p.m., I'm not getting to bed by 10 p.m., so I try to take a little nap beforehand. But it's worth it, because as I think about it, I have to be on this team. It was as if the White Book was put in place for me to discover and decode, along with a few others. The people that are in the group, they know that there's much more to the White Book than just the text on the page. It is an odyssey. It took me on an odyssey in 2015 when I decoded it, and it's great to be amongst some of the people that I worked with back in 2015, redecoding it and re-narrating it and rediscussing it as a group with the new technology of 2022 via Clubhouse. So I hope to see you there. As far as staying up late, last night stayed up late to pay my respects to Big Ben. It was his final game as a Pittsburgh Steeler in Heinz Field, so I felt like I had to stay up to wish Big Ben off. And I really gained an appreciation for the Pittsburgh Steeler fans. They're amazing. While I watched the game last night, the big happening on the internet was that all the movie theaters, including today, I checked it out this morning, so movie theaters, not just all across the United States, but across the world, at least in Western countries, Australia, UK, Canada, even Brazil, I've seen people report in that they're the only movie that is listed as for showtimes after January 5th is a movie called The 355, The 355, and it's just pretty strange. So if you, maybe by the time you see this, it'll be fixed, but as of last night, people all over the world were checking in. There was threads all over, videos were being made, and people were checking their movie showtimes. And sure enough, there are showtimes for the 4th and the 5th, and I think even the 6th, but the 7th through January 13 were missing. Like, there's no showtimes at all other than the 355. Now you might think, all right, maybe it's a publicity stunt, but why would every other movie go along with it for the 355? Maybe it's just AMC, but no, it wasn't just AMC, it was Cinemark and a bunch of other companies. Now, there were a few here and there that did have the correct dates in place, but the majority didn't. So, I mean, obviously it's probably a glitch, but for the time being, it's allowing everybody to speculate on what's actually happening. It's pretty interesting. It was fun. It was enjoyable. Especially all the theories that came out for the name, like why is the 355 available and nothing else is? Actually, in my area, Sing Part 2 was available. And I think the best thing that came out of this was another INWO card, the Illuminati New World Order card set, came true. And this one was, I think it was called Tape Runs Out, and it shows like film strips running out, which goes along with last year, the year before his pandemic, when there was no movies being filmed, there were no TV shows because everybody was quarantined. And, tape runs out. The movies may run out. Also, it was nice to see all the tributes over the weekend for John Madden, as well as last night. Also, yesterday on my Tinfoil Tidbits channel, I put up a 5-minute video, Tinfoil Tidbits episode 25. So if you want to see that, go over to the Tinfoil Tidbits channel to check that out. Also, it's just something normal that I discovered. I wondered what came after nanotechnology. Everybody talks about nanotechnology. Well, it gets smaller. So there's also picotechnology and femtotechnology. Yeah, I still haven't figured out nanotechnology. So another question I have for the numerologists out there, in the Matrix Resurrections, as well as all the other Matrix movies at the beginning, it starts with like the computer terminal and the green dots, but there's like these numbers, and there's specific numbers as well as like these matrices of numbers. Has anybody ever solved that? Has anybody online ever inquired to, like, was there a purpose to the sequence and the matrices? of the numbers shown at the very beginning of the movie. I've wondered it since '99. I just wondered if anybody figured it out, or if it's just random. Somehow for The Matrix, I wouldn't think it's random. Well, thanks for checking in with me today. I hope your January 4th was as good as mine, and hope to see you tonight on Clubhouse.